That's how they want it. That's how they get it. Universal justice.
We had to touch it off and turn it back on. But we're gonna be going. Listen, we're gonna be going. If you out there tuning back in, you're gonna be seeing us go live all day long. Okay, we're going live all day. I'm gonna have a few other guys over here. Yep, we is all good. We're gonna have some few more guys over here, man. I'm gonna have some different brothers. We giving different perspectives, and we on the 5% connection. Okay, we here to help the world and give people a thorough and right and exact understanding about the culture of the 5%, also known as the 5%, is also known as the nation of gods and earths. We just want to make sure that people got it right. Because we got a lot of people out there that got misconceptions. You got a lot of people out there that's interested. You got a lot of people out there that want to know about these teachings, that want to know about our way of life. So it's our job, and it's up to the people who got this knowledge and who way of life this is to make sure that we help the people get it right and exact. So if you tuning in, we want to help you get it right and exact. And the best way to do that, how I was taught, is you got to bring gods together. I was taught, the law said, man, if you want to see me, son, all y'all got to do is come together. So we coming together today. You know, the gods, we come together anyway. But we was just on this talk. In this specific talk, we was just talking about the significance of our teachings, and what have they done for you, man? And I know we was just sitting here going through a few things. We was going through a few different degrees and a few different points. Go ahead, God.
I was gonna say, it's after a certain amount of time, what it's really supposed to do for you is help you change the things that you want to change, and you're supposed to be teaching. When you're young, you're supposed to get it. I got it when I was young. I taught not everybody, but I taught brothers around me. I mean, that trickled down to everybody type of thing. People around me, everybody learned, but everybody didn't choose to stay and learn. Some people definitely that I grew up with when I was younger, in turn learned, math, alphabet, 120, supreme math, supreme alphabet, and 120. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about, teaching. So that's the main benefit that I got out of it, is actually putting it to somebody else's use. You know what I mean? And not holding it for myself, because I use it, but if I don't, really using it, if you're using it, you're teaching it.
Absolutely.
That's what using it means. So if you're using your knowledge, you're teaching.
That's just like somebody just said in the comments, can you teach your family 120? You teach your family the knowledge, even though you may not have 120. But to your point, like I was taught, each one teach one based off of their knowledge.
It just depends how you got it.
It just depends on where you at. Like I know for me, like when I first got off the swine, when I first got the knowledge that I had to stop eating pork, I went home and I told everybody that.
Yeah.
I told my mom, I told my cousins, I told everybody, everything. When they was cooking pork, oh man, that's gonna kill y'all. We ain't eating that. I ain't eating that. Throw that away. I'm just going, going hard. So each one teach one based off his knowledge.
And that's significant.
Yes.
That's why I said that the religion thing was significant, that I threw that away. Because before I even heard the black man is God, I was already telling myself, I was like, there ain't no God.
I'm telling you.
I had already become, convinced. I guess if they want to say atheist, prior to me having knowledge of myself, I was definitely on some not anti-God, but I didn't have no way of proving it, so I just wasn't rocking with that. I wasn't focused on that. You know what I'm saying? I was focused on doing other things and growing and other things amongst that. But the thing is, to the question, can you teach your family 120 without actually knowing it? The science is, that's how you make it a religion. That's how Buddhism started. That's how Christianity started. Teaching your children something you don't even understand.
Oh shit.
My mama taught me, or let me not hear, our parents, period. Whether it's grandparents, because it trickled down. I'm the first person in my family with knowledge itself.
You say don't teach nothing that you don't understand.
Yeah, because when you do that, now you get a misunderstanding and it starts to become the ism. You get the ism or the anity behind it. You get the Christianity, not just a Christian. Now you got the anity behind it, which is, something else. And then, with the other joint, the ism, there's different isms. You could look the word ism up. That's a real word. So To the question, I wouldn't teach my children nothing that I didn't know myself first. I don't even show my children movies that I don't watch first. I watch the movie before they do. They tell me what they want to watch, I watch it. At least an hour for it. Because nowadays, the fairy godmother on Cinderella is a man. So, are you going to let your children watch the new Cinderella without watching it yourself? That answers your question type of thing. Because now they get to see a fairy godmother that's a man. How you know what the lessons say? How you know the lessons don't say some weird stuff? And I know you could take it on face value. Like, I know some people, yeah, but that's our teaching. We don't take nothing on face value. I don't just believe you because you tell me to believe you. I need to investigate. And the proper way to investigate is to follow the rules. When you go to court, you follow rules. When you go to the job, you follow rules. When you come amongst us, you got to follow rules too, type of thing. And we would set a guideline. Let me say more of a guideline to how we prescribe the information and the lessons to somebody, which is somebody that says they want to learn. So if you want to teach your children, you should go around people that's in your community, find, some real 5%ers that's not online, that's in real life, active people. Me and the guy, we active, It's busy online, it's business. However, you can get with people in real life and go clean up the community and do things with them and bring your children out, let your children play with other people's children. Learn who you're dealing with, and then let your children around these people and teach your children these things, because now it's more of an organic build instead of you taking what I know and going home and learning it like it's in an encyclopedia or something. And it's not, a lot of this information was derived from information that you can find public domain. If you really want to learn 120, all you got to do is go read books.
That's right.
Go read books. This information is gathered from books and it's consolidated.
Ooh, God,
for you to have
books.
Yeah, it's all in books. Period. Point blank.
I like that, God. That's powerful, man. And I think it was somebody in our Instagram chat, man, saying, "Can we ask questions?" Yes, you absolutely can ask questions. Just drop some questions down in the chat, man. And we'd be more than happy to add on. That's what we here for, man. We here to add on, God. And I think that's that was heavy, man. I like that, God. I like what you said. And I do the same thing, bro. But we definitely gotta examine the things that we being taught, right? And the things that's going in. That's knowledge that's knowledge in the cipher. In terms of just anything that you're dealing with or anything that's coming your way, man, you gotta acknowledge it. You gotta acknowledge it, God. You definitely do. So, man, you talked about why we gotta kill religion and why we gotta get rid of it, man. Why do you what happens to the people, man, when they believe in the mystery?
Okay, well then disagreements come, and that's not religious disagreements. That's not about who God is. That's not the disagreements. I'm talking about disagreements of simple conversation, become normalized. Because in church, there's no. You look at the history of church for the original people. Okay, we just look it up. Okay, church in America. It was on Sunday. Okay, in the good church, they had a good church, right? They had a good church for the house brothers. I'm not gonna say, Okay, so the house brothers and the house women, and then you got the Caucasian, pastor or whatever, preacher. Preacher, that's the word, preacher, because they was preaching, they wasn't pastors. So you got this preacher who was the slave owner's person, of choice, to come teach certain verses out the Bible to convince these people more deeply about, having something after this hardship that you're going through. And then you had the field brothers and sisters that, they had their own church, but it may have been in a hut or something like that, so to speak. I'm not sure if it's
Did we freeze?
Yeah, it looked like it froze. I can hear it, but we changed the camera angle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, guys.
Yeah, but so as far as where was I at? Froze. I had look.
Just in terms of the religion.
Say
where they bring in the house,
disagreements.
Right.
I was at Disagreements and how just real disagreements happen. And I don't, want to get too long-winded. But the disagreements that are amongst people, it's like when I look at on the internet on YouTube and I see the Congress, right? You can look at them on they videotape themselves, have discussions, and they speak with one another, and they take time, and then you can look at scientists have debates, and it's like like I was telling you earlier, there's no time for debates amongst us, because I was talking about the field Negroes, how we had churches and huts and stuff and shacks and the Holy Ghost and all that shit, and it is deep, and this is where the disagreement comes between the original people, because they set classes amongst us from the jump. It was always classes. They created classes amongst them when they.
Now, God, I don't mean to cut your wisdom. I look down, man. We do got a few questions down here in the chat room. We want to serve the people, right? Because these people that's asking us questions, they ain't people that's in our culture. Right? They may be people that just introduced to it, right? So we're gonna start them off. We're gonna go down. So the first question is, man, how do you build with your family members who don't understand the nation? The brother said his mother, his old earth, she don't like it when he tell her perspective on life. She's 80 and he's 29, so he don't understand the age gap. Do you mind if I come in on this one first? If I say something, if I add in on this one first?
Please.
So, bro, what I would say, man, is that, to that, and this is a heavy point, bro, because, I was taught that back in the days, even in the firstborns and even the older guys, that's something that they went through. You had guys who went home and threw their mama's pots out because they was cooking swine, right? And of course, they mama went off. But what I would say to that, bro, is that sometimes, for one, these teachers are for the young. These teachers are for the youth. So some things ain't for everybody. Some things, like right now, like my mother, I know I can't go to try to teach my mother just like, my mama teaches supreme mathematics in these lessons. However, I know the things that's the best part for her, that's what I'm gonna teach her. You know what I'm saying? And the big piece is, we want to show people the best way to show somebody that what you're saying is right and exact is through your actions. That for the longest, my mother wasn't necessarily bearing witness to the teachers and wouldn't call me by my righteous name, wouldn't say peace, but it was after she started seeing the positive works, meaning she seen my life change. She seen the people that I chose to be in a relationship with, they got better. She seen people in the world, the new people in the world come around me. Yo, peace minister, minister freedom. You know what I'm saying? She began to see my works and then see that this is what the world bore witness to me as. That this is what other people call it. When you come around, you see, oh wow, okay, this really what he about. You go in this house and see, well, okay, damn, my son, he ain't really got no more pork in here, huh? They really eat like this. They really vegetarians. Wow, this is what, they really cleaning up the community. They really doing positive things. So I would say, bro, that the best way to teach somebody that's older, man, and that's your family, is you teach them through your works. You teach them through your righteous actions, man. You teach them through being right and exact, man. And then the other piece is, like, if you're older, if it's a Christian. Like if your mother's a Christian, if a parent that you haven't struggled building a bond with is somebody that's in the religious book, you got to be able to show and prove this way of life in those teachings. You know what I mean? Like I was able to, me and my father, we was able to build a bond because I tried to take him through the Bible. And he said, man, you want to show me? I said, Pops, I'll show you in the Bible where it say I'm God. Mm-hmm. I'll show you in the Bible where it say we don't need to eat no pork. He said, show me. I went right on to the Bible. John 10, 31 through 35. Psalms 82, verse 6. Ye are all God's children of the Most High.
And he was teachable.
Oh, and he was
curious.
He was curious. Mm-hmm. Went to Leviticus. Mm-hmm. Thou shalt not eat it for the swine or eat it of the animal that cheweth the cud. Oh, man. So, because he was able to find that common ground and find what he brought witness to and what he was teaching, and because of our knowledge and ability to be able to teach a person out of that, we was able to build a common ground there, bro. So that's why I would add on to your question in that sense. God, you want to add on? You want to add on to that?
I mean, I really can't answer it no better. The thing I want to add on is I don't want to lose a relationship with a loving mother over her not, or me, over me not thinking that she's not receptive to what I have to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may not think that your mother cares about what you have to say, but really, it's just, you know, generational gaps make a difference in how people respond to what people say, you know, and how people move. If your parents reject you, you know, based on you being who you are and not saying to them about anything that they doing wrong, but you making your change and then they judge you based on the changes you make, that's a natural thing. Yeah, it's all natural because if you're the first person that's making this change in your family, then they're not familiar with what that looks like. So it's uncomfortable. It's like, what's this look like? Hold on. What you look like not eating pork or not worshiping Jesus? Like, you don't look right. You look different. Something's changing about you. See, they see the same change that everybody else sees. But you know what I'm saying? And they might not change with you, but you still supposed to live how you supposed to live, and that's how you teach. Like, and the thing I would ask him, 29 years old, do you have children? I just want to ask him that. I don't even want to.
Well, I can do that. Another question. There's another question in the chat. Said the brother. We actually got a brother. You know, he may be in another country. He was just saying that he got introduced to the teachings, and the brother who was teaching him 120. He said the brother was a little strong. He was strong. He was intense, and just
what's that mean?
It kind of put him off. He said it kind of put him off.
You gotta just listen. Words is something. See,
he said he was intense. He was racially intense.
I know that the mind is real. So the mind is one mind, and I'm detecting more in that statement than what you really expressing. You saying he was strong. Well, what does that mean? Did he put his hands on you?
No. I don't think they. I
know. I don't think either. But I'm not going to assume.
He said I had a teacher who gave me the 120 hours. The guy was intense, and he was strong, racially strong, and it kind of put me off. Any advice, please?
Racially strong?
Yeah. I mean, what I would say, bro, is that for one guy, you got a lot of different people. He said he got a 3-year-old son, to answer your question.
Okay. I think you got a lot of people, bro, with this knowledge. You got a lot of different perspectives with this knowledge. Like, we say we are one God, meaning that we got the same teachings, that we come from the same mind, that we come from Allah. However, you got a lot of different expressions of this knowledge, God. You know what I'm saying? I would encourage you, bro, that if you truly serious about learning our teachers and really dedicated, and that's really wanting your heart and your mind, and you really want to make a difference where you at, especially out there in South Africa, man, seek out somebody else to learn 120 from, man. It ain't that brother there that you may be talking about may not be the only. He said his teaching was focused on putting out other races. Oh, bro, well, that ain't our teaching. And my thing is,
we're not anti nobody, bro. We're not anti-white, or we're not pro-black. We only are pro-righteousness, anti-devilment, bro. I would say get introduced to other gods, get connected with other gods, stay in tune with other gods, and everybody's perspective not like that, because it's gods of all races. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say gods of all races, but we got white people that are civilized, people that got the knowledge, so we ain't against teaching white people. You got Puerto Rican gods, you got brothers in Asia that's getting this knowledge. You know what I mean? We're not against nobody. The only people that we against is people that's doing devilment. And like the father said, we don't talk about nobody.
What do you want to know? That's what listen. What do you want to know? Like, you had somebody teaching you 120.
Listen, I'm going to say this is what we're going to do.
You got to be civilized.
Well, what we do is,
you got to be righteous.
Listen, if you got questions about us, man, and you want to get pulled on into our live build, man, send us a link in our DM, man, and we'll send you a Zoom link. And we'll pull you on the call, man, if you want to ask questions. That go out to the guys, too. If you out there, you want to add on to this build and this conversation,
let me tell you what I know.
Send us a link in our inbox. We'll send you a Zoom link, and you can come on the call with us, man. We can add on and get this worked out. We here to help the people get the knowledge.
What I do know.
Go ahead.
You're going to run into God if you live in civilized and you live in righteous. Meaning, civilized, okay? I'm not even finna go through lessons. I'm going to tell you civilized. Take a shower. Brush your teeth. Clean behind your ears. Use the Q-tips. Clean your nails. Clip your nails. Wash your hair. Blow you and clean your nose.
Mm.
I'm serious.
Mm.
Be polite to people.
Peace, God.
Do unto others as you want others to do unto you.
Yes, sir.
This is
sir.
civilized.
Yes, sir.
Eat the
Very
right
good, sir.
food. This is civilized. Now, righteous, this is your activities. What kind of actions are you involved in and activities are you involved in?
Peace, God.
What kind of words do you say out of your mouth?
Peace, God.
Righteous words. Righteous actions. So, if you are living like that, that is the way. That's the way, okay? And you're going to run right into the true and living. But if you say, I had somebody that was teaching me and like I gave up on trying to do that, then that's not his fault. That's your fault because you heard a spark of the truth and it ain't spark you enough you don't feel like. But for somebody else,
Well,
that's
he still.
that
I think
spark.
he still maybe spark with the truth, God, because
That's
he's
what I'm
still
saying. I'm
here.
not even
'Cause
knocking
he's still here. He's still asking us. We asking.
This ain't even factual.
No,
this not factual.
Well, I got another question for you. The brother said,
General.
how do you teach the brothers who stuck in the trap life? And you we both from the world. How do you teach the brothers who stuck in the trap?
I mean,
life? Come on, God.
teach you this. The way I teach you this is that.
For one, what age is that?
Oh, I mean, if you in the trap, trapping start young.
Ooh, peace, God.
And how you gonna teach somebody in the trap if you ain't in the trap? A lot of times you may think that somebody that like me wants to come and hang out in the trap with you. But I don't. I don't. I want to be in a place. It's a knowledge trap. When you come in, I trapped you. I trap you with that wisdom. Because you're gonna be doing the knowledge and then we're gonna gain understanding. That's the trap. That's the trap. This the trap. You come pull up, we build, we think about something positive to do with one another. Make you feel good about yourself when you go home and look at your children. You know what I'm saying? Because you already doing the trap. You already trapping. So you need to balance your activities because if, like the Quran, the Holy Quran says, right? In order to see, or any man, this is a rough quote. Don't quote me, quote unquote, right? It's rough. But what I'm saying is, to see heaven, or any man that sees heaven or whatever, right? His good deeds have to outweigh his bad deeds. And I'm not talking about no mystery heaven when you die. I'm talking about right hereafter. In the Quran, it also calls this the hereafter, heaven hereafter you get your knowledge. So now that you know who you are, man, I'm God, and I just gotta live better. It don't even gotta be, that's the gods. I'm just me in the trap. And I gotta live better so I could be like the gods. And I could be of the gods. And then I could be God. Then I'm Allah.
No, that's right.
Because I'm gonna teach everybody in the trap.
Right.
And then that's gonna get us out the trap. Because why is it called a trap? To trap you.
To stick your ass.
So don't get trapped in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You gotta set the trap. You setting the trap for your money, right? So now, boom, boom, boom. Because that's trapping. You got a trap, meaning you got an activity or a plan, right? That traps people into your thing. Whether you selling bananas on the corner or joints. I don't give a fuck what you selling. I'm saying you got a trap. You got to know how to get people to come to where you at, a demographic, right? And as you pulling them in, is this the life you want for yourself? That's what you got to ask yourself. And if not, then you got to make that change right there.
Here we go.
You feel me?
Here we go. I got you on the next one. He said, do you leave brothers alone when they don't move righteously and you keep trying to save them? I would say, man, no. After you make knowledge born, no. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that, for one, bro, these teachings, and we'll say this 100 times till we blue in the face. These teachings are for those like 16 and under. These teachings for the young. Those are where you get your best chances, even though we here to get to teach and to help all the people in the world. So with that being said, make knowledge born, man. Tell them the truth. Make knowledge born. Tell them what's the truth is and that what they need to do. But if a person, especially a grown man, especially adult, anybody over 20 or 30 years old, bro, once somebody made their mind up that that's what they doing and that's how they rolling with it, man, to a degree, you gotta move or you gonna pull yourself down. That's what my grandma used to say, man, you stick around the trash can long enough, you gonna stink. So it's like, yo, you can't spend, we lose no time searching for that which does not what? Exist. So we ain't gonna do that. That's today's view. We do what we will not. That's what our lessons say. We will not spend time searching for that which does not exist. Right, we deal with the here and now, man. I mean, so no, if they ain't, you make knowledge born and they still ain't trying to get knowledge, man. Hey, now if they some young brothers, not a young, I keep telling the young folks.
It's levels.
What you say? Yeah, it's levels. Peace.
I mean, let's like the dude in the trap. Let's say he just got some knowledge, and he's jumping in there and he telling brothers what he know. He trying to change them right there. They not listening. He can't just cut them off. He can't just say, I'm not fooling with them. Because this is people's no matter. Before you had this knowledge, they rocked with you.
That's a good point, guys.
You can't just ruin relationships thinking that everybody's not with you because they don't see it how you see it. Because when they hear the word God, they think about religion. So you have to get off that religious tip with them and get on some high science, which is what? Simple words. Simple words, right? E equals MC squared is a simplified solution or equation from Einstein's long, complicated equation. So you got to take long, complicated shit and simplify it for your homies, man. And if they don't get it, you have to slowly ease yourself away from them. Like God said, you got to slow, but you know, for better or for worse type of thing. You got to slowly ease yourself away for the best of yourself, and then even if it's for the worst of them. Because you can't allow somebody to pull you in to bad situations. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I might come to the trap and hang out with you for a few minutes, but I know that this door might get kicked in. And if it do, this is my fault. I cannot blame you. I cannot turn to you when we get in this holding cell.
And say, this your fault.
And oh, it's you. First of all, ain't no talking. The police done came. Everybody's quiet. I got to talk to you in 2 months or something. Because I'm going to be out in 3 days and I ain't saying shit. I don't even live there. They might railroad you. Anything could happen. This is what I'm saying, how I think about the trap. I'm not trying to hang out at the trap. Niggas might come dump it out. Somebody might come shoot at the trap. Somebody might come rob the trap. So it's like, okay, we are anti-crime, man. I'm going to keep it real with you. We are not promoting crime whatsoever. I'm anti-crime. Right? And if you do a crime around me, I'm not going to rat on you type of thing. But at the same time, I'm not going to be pleased with you and I'm not going to mess with you like if you pull me into a situation that I didn't ask to be in. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's civilized.
Exactly. And that's not good. So,
it's civilized.
You know, I wouldn't do that to you.
And that's why we said that's the significance. That's the significance of our way of life. That's the significance of having knowledge. That's the significance of being able to know that what we had, the power in what we have, and being able to understand and see, yo, you know what? I'm not going in that situation. I'm not going in that situation. I'm not dealing with that. I'm not about to allow that. I'm not even about to allow myself to get put in there. I know better.
Sometimes you don't see it till it,
right,
because you're moving too fast. Hey, to the question with the brother with the 3-year-old.
Yeah.
See, now I know your mother, your grandparents, your sister, your brother, your auntie, your uncle, your cousin, everybody in your family, they're going to see, your father, heart and self, everybody in your family is going to see it through your child. They're not going to see it through you immediately. They're going to see your child, they're going to say, dang, this child here, he's so bright and intelligent. You can't trick him into taking a piece of candy or, you know what I'm saying? Little kid stuff the children do. You can't convince this child. You can't tell him that he's not real. You know what I mean by that? You can't tell him he's not real. He's real. He's real. He's the real thing. Yeah, the greatest. Exactly. You teach him that. And when you teach that child that, he gonna run, jump, fast, high, think fast, think smart, write perfect. As perfect as he wants to. Because he is the greatest man, and all you gotta do is fertilize it. Your baby was a seed or soil, and all you doing is fertilizing that soil. Fertilizing that soil. So that seed and them roots can be full of nutrients. And then that's what they're gonna see. They're gonna say, damn, he cleaned up the family tree, y'all. That's what they're gonna say. How dare you, in 3 generations, they gonna say, man, that brother, if it wasn't for him, man, we still have pork on the table.
Got another question. Say, my man brother said he didn't have a father.
Uh,
But the sister in the chat section, can a God still be trapping?
what's what you define as trap? I mean, you talking about selling drugs? I mean, listen, man, I'm gonna tell you like this.
I mean, I was told if that's something that a brother doing, man, he need to take that universal flag off.
I'm gonna tell you like this. You don't wear no flag while you're doing that. First and
You
foremost,
not supposed to wear no flag
I
while
don't
you
deal
doing
like
nothing
that.
negative.
I don't deal like that. But I'm gonna tell you like this. For brothers that do, I had to come to a reality, right? Okay, you may live in the projects. You may live somewhere where it's bad, and your refrigerator empty, and you don't have no father. You know, you may not have no mother either, but you don't have no father. You know something's going on in your household, and you don't have no food in the fridge. And guess what? It feels good putting food in the fridge. It feels good being young and having that power to bring in a shoulder full of groceries, boy, and put them in the fridge while your mama not looking. And when she get home and she open up the fridge and she thought it wasn't nothing to cook, now she finna make you, she making all kind of good dinners and all that, and mama happy, and you getting your barrettes for your sister and all that. Everybody fly. You got your little brother some shoes, and you looking good, got your shine on, got you a car. You might be 16, 14, 15, 16, driving a car, your own car, trapping. Am I to hate on that and say you're not God? I will never. I will never. You understand what I'm saying? Because what you're doing is you're showing that you're really that dude. You're really the greatest. And all it really takes is that one little spark of knowing who you are to take you over the top and just say, hey, I don't even need to do this. This ain't even, I could use all this swag I got to go teach and improve my life. Because my life I can fill up my fridge if I work hard at other things and get a trade and work, be honest. But how you gonna know that if you surrounded by lies, devilishment, stealing, people around you just doing foul shit?
And God, that's what I was gonna say. For one, into the sister's point, I think the sister was saying that. We not a religion. We not a religion.
Not at all.
So, like, even in the history of our nation, of our knowledge, there's been times with brothers that was on drugs, that was smoking weed, that was drinking, and that was doing different things. It's not a religion. It's not like, you got to do this or you got to do that, or these are the, or be a certain type of way. But the whole science is what we do teach is for an individual to clean themselves up. You know what I mean? That Allah knew when he came to the young, even in the 60s, man, they was doing drugs. They was drinking, they was smoking, but it wasn't a matter thing that you not less than because you sold drugs. You not less than because you ate pork. You not less than because you drink or you do something like that. But the science is, you can be greater. You can be better. You can rise to a level higher than that. And you don't need it. I mean, that's why I like when I hear what the father said on the tape. Like I don't tell the child not to smoke, not to drink. I tell them to have an understanding of it. And bro, that I don't think a lot of brothers grasp that how profound that was. And I heard it. I caught it as soon as I heard it the first time. Like wow. So it ain't that I'm telling you that I'm downplaying you and saying you wrong for smoking and you drinking, but what I know is you don't have an understanding of what you're doing.
Right. You can't fight fire with fire.
Peace, God.
You can't try to tell somebody they wrong. You know what I'm saying, for what they do when they got their own life and their own decisions to make. You can just tell them this is the degree of the consequence you may suffer.
No doubt. And this is gonna be one of our last questions, man, because we're gonna end this God hour. And for the record too, man, this ain't no religion. So when you hear us say the God hour, this ain't that rap stuff. So the God hour don't just mean 7 o'clock, even though 7 is the God hour. But the God hour is the time that the gods come together. So, our hour gonna be up at 3 o'clock, which is the understanding hour. But we do got one more question on the chat right here. And the brother said, is that can you raise a seed properly when you don't live with a moon? When you don't got you when you don't got it, when you make sure, and if that moon is not a part of the nation, how can you make sure she is raised right? Firstly, what I would tell you, bro, is make sure, and the brother that's asking these questions, make sure you get with the gods and get your knowledge right, exact, and make sure you got these teachings right. Because you gotta understand something, bro. In the lessons in the 8th degree, in the 1 through 40, man, it say that all the above is caused by the Son of Man. So you have to understand something, bro. That this knowledge was given to the firstborns, and they was in between the ages of 12 and 22. They was young children. They was youngsters. And I personally think that, yeah, it's very important to have a woman in the life of a child. The knowledge aside, like it ain't easy for no single parent, bro, to raise a child. However, in terms of the knowledge, I think that a single parent or a father is very much so capable of teaching his child knowledge. But what would you say, God? Please add on.
That decision got to be made before the baby comes.
Oh shit! Oh damn!
You trying to make them type of decisions after the baby comes?
You went right on here to the root.
Yeah, come on, man. Listen, and that's one thing you got to prevent now that you going through something.
Yeah.
That you can learn from. Yeah. You're not supposed to be able to teach about that. You're supposed to be able to prevent that. Teach about preventing that.
Well, God, you know how it is. You more so. The brother got the baby. He's saying, okay,
this is his reality he facing. Right. This is the reality.
Yeah.
So, bear with me. What I'm saying is like, okay, now that you got to make this decision now, what's best for the child? Not what's best for you or the nation. What's that got to do with anything? What's best for the child? Now, is it best for the child to have a mother, right, that is, or a woman, right, that's loving, and that you can show forth is loving and helps you take care of this child and cultivate your idea to this child? If you don't find a woman that's going to cultivate how you see stuff without arguing and without you arguing, I'm saying, not without her arguing with you, because I ain't talking about you, because a lot of the time it's us that we gotta, the ball's not in your court no more type of thing, right? Right? Because now you got a child, and if you don't have a significant other that bears that child with you, you ain't got the ball in your court. That's the real. So now when you approach a situation, you got to approach it with sensitivity, knowing that you got to have empathy for that person that may not even be the true mother of that child. So you have to be able to transmit or find a woman that knows that she's the mother of civilization.
No doubt.
And that's no doubt. Because it's possible. It's women out there.
It's definitely possible.
But don't think with the two. Think with the one.
That's right. Peace, God. Ooh,
think with the one, and then you'll find that two. You don't want to find the one. I'm the one. The knowledge is the foundation.
That's right.
I'm the foundation of my family. I'm the foundation of everything in existence. So therefore, I need that reflection. I need that movement, that activity, that wise, that wisdom.
So,
woman.
Look, family, if you out there, if you tuning in on the live, man, we about to hop off. It says right here at 3 o'clock. We're going to end off this God Hour. But look, we're going to have some more gods on the God Hour throughout the day. Look out for the live stream. Tune in with us. If you like the live, man, go to freedomlabs.live/chips, man. Throw us a blessing. Support us, man. You can go on buy me a coffee at the 5% Connection and show us some love. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you got any questions, if you got any concerns, if you're interested in the teachings of the 5%ers, man, and you want to throw some questions out there, or you want to learn about our knowledge or get information about our teachings, hit the link in our bio on Instagram. Click on the first tab, and it's gonna take you to our the 5% Connection website, and be able to you can enter your info, your name, your location, your email address, man, and we'll get you connected to the guys closer to you. Other than that, man, we appreciate you for tuning in. Make sure, like I said, tune in to the lives. We're gonna have a couple more lives coming in throughout the day, man. And we just gonna be building. The God's gonna be coming through. God, you want to leave the people with anything before we get up out of here?
Yeah, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I want to thank Minister Freedom Allah for having me on today to the God Hour. And also, to everybody that asked questions and that joined in, the path you on is right and exact. Like, I don't take nothing I'm saying as something to as negative. It's all positive education. You on the right path. That's the truth. That's the only way you would even hear my voice, because I'm on the right path. And if I'm on the right path, then I know everybody that's gonna hear my voice obviously is gonna also be on that right path too. So
Yes, sir.
I appreciate everybody, and I appreciate you. So
Oh,
peace.
no problem, God. That's what we do, man. And y'all gonna be seeing the God some more, man. The God a regular fixture over here with us, man. So we'll be in here, man, building on the God art, man. So we'll see y'all soon. Peace to the gods, peace to the earth, peace to everybody out there that's tuned in. Peace to everybody out in the world, man, that's getting knowledge of self. Change your world, change your reality. Get the knowledge of yourself. Wake your ass up and do something different today, man. Don't wait forever to change your mind and change your mind state, man. Peace to the gods. We're going to keep the bill rolling, man. I'll see y'all soon.
Peace.
Peace.